If the big iPhone is called the iPhone XS Max, then the cheap one has to be called the iPhone XS Lite, doesn't it? Hey there, friends on YouTube. My name is Jason. This is Painfully Honest Tech. Tech so honest it hurts. Thanks for being here. I really do appreciate it. We've got lots of fun to encounter in this video today, so let's just get started. Reports came out yesterday that the naming of the largest iPhone to be revealed on 9/12, that is next week sometime, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, I don't know, will be likely called the iPhone XS Max. Now, let's put aside the obvious XS jokes because the names have just gone from bad with XS to disastrous with Max. This is a marketing 10-car pileup of a bad idea. Apple has always prided itself, I think, on having a certain amount of class to their devices, to their products, to the things that they sell. But now that we've got the XS Max, I guess that goes out the window. Now we will have an iPhone that sounds more like a Mountain Dew flavor than a $1,000 phone. What's next? The product Red iPhone later on this year will be called the Code Red iPhone. I honestly can't imagine what they're smoking over there. Maybe former Apple CEO John Sculley, who worked for PepsiCo prior to taking the Apple position, is somehow still in there holding sway in the space donut, giving everything soda pop names. The iPhone XS Max is a terrible name with no connotation attached to the Apple naming conventions of old, and moves the device into that super aggressive marketed to man-children that also brought us the Droid Turbo Max! So yeah, that sucks. But what about the two other phones Apple's going to reveal next week? If the 6.5-inch model is the XS Max, it's pretty safe to say that the smallest 5.8-inch one will be the XS. The real question now lies with the cheap model, the peasant model, the middle child. There's been a lot of speculation in the tech community around the naming of this device. A lot of people are saying like they know for sure that it's going to be the best-selling phone ever and all that kind of stuff. There are a lot of folks convinced that it's going to be the biggest seller for Apple this coming year. The pricing's rumored to be around $700 or so. You know, we hear $700, we hear $599, we hear $799. It could be anything. It's expected to come in some fun new colors. Sound familiar? Who can forget that awesome phone, the iPhone 5C? The phone is also going to only have an LED screen instead of the OLED of the other two fancier ones. It's going to be constructed from aluminum instead of stainless steel. I do know is this. The naming of the device is going to play a major role in whether or not it sells. Many are saying it's going to be called the iPhone 9, which to me is absolutely ludicrous. I guess they're saying it seems like it's positioned as the replacement for the 8, but that doesn't make any sense. The naming convention Apple used up until the 10 was predicated on this numeric series, increments, and then an S model. And now that's all gone. All three of these phones look generally the same design as the iPhone 10. I'm convinced Apple will unify the naming by making them all XS devices. So, how do you differentiate the model with the watered-down specs compared to the XS and the XS Max? Well, since we've devolved into carbonated beverage marketing nomenclature, I'll bet dollars to donuts the 6.1-inch model is going to be called the iPhone XS Lite. It's the diet soda of this year's iPhone offerings. It makes sense, doesn't it make sense? Do I like this name? No, not at all. I don't like it at all. But with the announcement of the XS Max, it's all but assured Apple is going to call this thing the XS Lite, and it's going to be spelled Lite, because of course it will. This is also going to scuttle any chance this model has for being this year's biggest seller, because nobody in the United States is going to buy the iPhone XS Lite. This will relegate this phone to being the model pushed toward emerging markets, which Apple every year seems to be wanting to grab a hold of, so maybe they're trying colors this year. While the main markets, the US, Europe, etc., will get a heavy dose of XS Max with a smattering of XS Lite. It's all coming together, and it's becoming a what the hell are they doing kind of situation. One like we've seen from Apple many times over the past several years. in recent product launches and when they don't improve the thermals of a really powerful laptop. Just when you think Apple has its head back on straight, going in the right direction, they come out with something so idiotic that you have to wonder if they have the right mix of oxygen pumping into the space donut. Whatever the case, I'm looking a little less forward to getting these new phones in my hands. The model I was most interested in was the 6.5 inch, but as an adult, I don't think I can carry a phone named anything Max, let alone XS Max. And I sure as hell am not going to be carrying the colorful iPhone XS Lite. What do you think down in the comments? Do you think what do you think they're going to call that thing? It's going to be a disaster. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Thanks so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. If it was your first time here and you want to follow the comedy that is going to be the iPhone release of 2018, then hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification. You can come on back again. If you've been here before, then keep on coming back. You know, you're so special to me. So special. Anyway, my name's Jason, sometimes known as the JTL. This is Painfully Honest Tech. Tech, so honest it hurts. Until the next time, I am out.